So, hello and welcome back to another episode of EU5. We're of course playing as the Imperial Russian Republic. And we've recently acquired a new building, which you can see being built everywhere. The Ostlock, which seems to be absolutely ridiculous. And also, the I was not keen on building this until I realized that this is just a lie. The requirements here are just wrong. Capital only doesn't. That is not true. The only thing that is true, I think, is that it has to be river and it needs to be in certain regions. But the building itself is just ridiculous, with max control and proximity cost, which kind of makes me reconsider. I think I don't want any more towns now. At this point, we're gonna lose a bunch of control anyway. Oh, look at this! Holy shit! Okay, maybe we do want a few more towns, because that is an insane amount of control. Maybe. Oh, look at the. I mean, this one was worked the way that I wanted it to work. But yeah, we're building that nearly everywhere. We do need a little bit more money, I think, to really finish that up. We also have a few more towns, I think, to build, but we'll see about that. At the moment, we have plenty of towns that are currently doing all of these upgrading things, which are gonna take a while. But that will come around. Otherwise, this kind of makes, of course, this eastern territory a little bit more valuable. If we can just blunt these buildings down. We'll see. Something else that I want to check. Let's quickly go towards that. So we've accidentally, of course, turned Moscow into... Well, not accidentally, we turned Moscow into a thingy. Is there a way that I can change the center of trade here? Because I would like to would like it to be on here instead. Because the problem is we can no longer build the market village in the market thingy in Moscow. I'm just not sure how exactly that would work. If there's a button for it or something like that. And we have the market here. Market food, food price, market value. Missing inputs. Where would it say whether there's the trade capacity, there's the food. I mean, the center says somewhere, right? I mean, Moscow market, trade range, markets, open hints. I mean, that is the market. I mean, I'm the only one in the market. Do I need to just delete the market and then do something? Because that might be how it works. We can create a market. I mean, there was something else that I'd want to check. We have 73% market access here. Okay, this there's a 70%. Do I delete this market and then just re-establish it somewhere else? Because I'm kind of curious. So this is the Moscow market, and we go all the way up to here with the Novgorod market. What is our this is 69%. This is 70%. I feel like this is already a pretty good border of market value. But if I want to change the market center, I might have to delete the market anyway, and then I'm just gonna re-establish a little bit further east. And then just... Because I want the Novgorod market to be basically a bit more potent. No, we're gonna do it this way. How does one delete the market? Oh, relocate market. Okay, that is a better choice. I think. Do we want it here? I mean, I guess more markets are better, right? Let's do it here. We cannot destroy it. Oh, because it costs prestige. Relocate market onto you. And then that means that we can go here and build the buildings. Trading hub and the market warehouse. And the customs house we also need here at some point. I guess we do also need... I mean, the trading hub we have, but the market warehouse, there we go. You need a moment to build everything, anyway. Let's also let the game run, because I don't want to have another don't unpause for 40 minutes playthrough episode. Oh, there we switch again, why not? Maybe this time we can get something out of it. I mean, I can't change anything about the lack of rivals, there's just not more people that I can rival. Do you want me to hear me complain about it again? Have some money. I guess that makes sense. Ah, there we go. France. We can also pick. Well, no worries, we're losing the Great Power status again anyway. Because it's just what we do. It's a hobby of mine. Okay, you are done here. No, I kind of want to go to... You. You. To this. Where's the next thing nearby? You kind of. Yep, you're also close. Okay, with right click we can immediately change that. Good. Let's do that. Population error. I mean, we have plenty of population in the country. That should not be an issue. Let's just make everyone a little bit happier. That should be enough. Yeah. We're no longer great. We can finish up land finally. This is 5, okay, so it's a little bit wasted, but... Land is completely full. With the proximity cost through land. So yeah, now with these things finishing up, all of a sudden all of this control switches around. Lovely. I just need to make sure that these guys don't rise up. Oh, there's a lot of people rising up. I guess we have plenty of cultures who should not be, who are not happy. And we can do the advisors at some point. This is already a little bit different. You still have, all of you still have plenty of stuff to do. The burghers are building roads happily. This is one of the reasons why I wanted them above 80 opinion. Because now they do that. Building thingy happily. Oh, you can be a city. Why did I guess I kind of ignore, like I did the first swoop and then I just kind of ignored everything. Oh god, what is this? I guess I've ignored you. Polotsk could also be easily a city. Do you have the thingy? You don't have the thingy, you just have a lot of stuff on your own. Okay, we can do you as well. That should have done all of this. Aha, there we have a new target. There's no reason not to do the cities. I'm also constantly wondering about these extra roads that they're doing. Because I feel like I've done all of these already. Why are you doing them again? We don't care about available peasants. We have plenty more to do and spend. Should I stop subsidizing masons? I kind of feel like I should. That was the thing with the farming villages. Those market villages. There. So you are currently the fullest capacity no matter. So we have currently the following effect. What if I turn this off, the subsidizing? So, this building currently... So the modifier is still in, but is it really in? My question. Hmm. I mean, it still says local food production, which is slowly but surely go. Oh no, they're slowly but surely transitioning out people. Looks like it. Oh, there's a grand marketplace. That's also gonna be a lot of money. Yeah. We need to subsidize. Subsidize, subsidize, subsidize. The market village, no, but the farming village we subsidize across the board. I think we're gonna stop subsidizing. Oh, yeah, right, we need to re-click that. I completely forgot about that nonsense. Yeah, there's so many masons that currently don't provide anything. So I've been wondering if I should actually delete them. Look at that. Right. We want to do this, of course. Yeah, there's not really anything that provides anything here. If I would do that correctly, I would be able to do this. Let's just quickly force these things. I mean, I guess we could keep the buildings and just don't subsidize them, so when it is needed, they come around. That would be a way to do this. So let's do it just to that degree. The rest can exist. But suddenly my income is also... Yeah, I think this is better. There we go. Lovely as well. Just keep that development rolling and suddenly we make shit tons of money, huh? I mean, now the control is coming in. And the thing is, like, the control still needs to build. Some of you, I mean, it depends on where we have built it. I mean, it's not everywhere, but there we had one. Yeah, there still needs to build up. We have so much more control over these places now. Well, let's wait until we have a lot more. Then we do another wave of them. Well, hegemony proclaimed again. So, very cool. Okay, let's quickly go over here and do another wave of Ostrogs. I mean, they are expensive enough, but they do so much so. Yeah, and all of this stuff around here will also be more valuable. That is my main thingy. These roads are not even done yet. That's so dumb. So we did turn you into a thingy. You're also not really happy because... You're lacking everything. And because the peasants are very upset. Okay, I can live with that. Well, you guys keep building all of this. Keep building up that control everywhere. It also has proximity costs. I mean, can you build an Ostrog? You can build an Ostrog. I guess, I mean, we are gonna turn you into town at some point. Maybe I should do that now. Yeah, you know what? Let's give this a little bit more control. Let's turn up into something more decent. Now I've forgotten which town you were. This one? This one we can already do. Already done that. I don't know what town I did. Polotsk is already building up. Let it stay a mystery. Who knows? This is already building. You can't. You're already building. I mean, you can also build. You can't. Okay, I don't know anymore. Was it Krupnik? Oh, Krupnik can easily be a thingy. Even if you're not integrated yet. You guys just keep building whenever you can. I guess at some point we need to brute force more population into Novgorod to really get anything done. Oh well, we'll see. So all of this research here is... Okay, it is in the Age of Absolutism, so I was scared that I was not even on that yet. But we do have plenty more stuff to do. Yeah. The modern roads are gonna be quite nice. A nice upgrade. We probably should save up money for that tech. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. No exploration. East Siberia. East Siberia. East Siberia. I'm surprised that Sweden is not finished with this yet. Could have invested a little bit more effort into that. But I'm not their boss, am I? Okay, yeah, this is... I feel like it's gonna be difficult to get up to 5,000. But we'll try. We'll try. The control should tick upward. Slowly but surely. Yeah, there's a little bit. A tiny bit. A mini tiny bit. Trying my best here. I think I'm gonna definitely get this done so these guys stop being annoying. Integration process. I guess we can do one more. Yeah. Burger Mansion complex. No problem. That is not enough yet. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Alright. Do we want burgers to become more happy? Okay, that's meaningless. Yeah, but we are finishing up this integration. There is not that much left, and it's a lot of, like, very small places. Let's hope that also makes everyone happy enough. We'll see how much the upgrade costs. As it turns out, not many people want to go to, I want to go to a random eastern province with where it's shitting cold. Hey, it's a nice place. Build it up. No, we've lost France. That's a rival. You also need population at some point. Yeah, this one doesn't make any sense here. We do have plenty more Ostrogs, but I do want to build those roads when they come around. I feel like they're not gonna do that much, but they're gonna do a decent bit of stuff. There we go, more integration going on. Oh god, that's a lot of people. But they're also not that angry. Okay, 28k. Novgorod, it's time to build roads. Let's pick the furthest corners. Okay, we don't have enough money for all of this. But we'll still do all of that. There's plenty of work to do. To get all of this in. We are gonna build all of the road networks. I mean, what is the switch from modern roads? I don't really know. I mean, we do have more development growth, construction speed, movement cost, market access, proximity cost. I mean, a lot of these places don't really need that. I mean, for example, these places don't need any of that. They all have 100% control. They're all in. But the burghers are also now investing again. That's good. Use your vast wealth to build roads, my guys. I will also use it. Or maybe I'll use Ostrogs. No, I'm gonna finish up Ostrogs first. I feel like that's gonna be more valuable. Okay, so the Latvian patriots are nearly at 90, so we are gonna quickly switch you to those. Just to make sure that you guys stay in check. Okay, there's a coalition disbanded. Very cool. Oh, look at that. We're actually getting some population into Op. Go get him, Tiger. So, I think we can build another road now. Yep. Let's continue that excessive road building that I do. So, I mean, am I just gonna do this way again, just slowly but surely filling up? I don't really know if this is a feasible thing, what I'm doing here, to be honest. I'm just doing it because I guess we want to be connected with every location, right? You are happy enough. Oh no, you know what? He has some prestige. I don't have that much anyway. Keep the clergy loyal. We do not do... How many peasants do we have? Not peasants. Tribes. Okay, you're going down. I see. You guys are building up again. Always when the option comes around. Lovely. Like I said, we're gonna do a lot of integration soon. Assimilation soon. I want to make my culture more unified, and we don't really need to do a war at the moment. Like I said, we are climbing east. It just takes a while. Just takes quite a while. Yeah, there was a shit place. Look at the burgers. They're still doing plenty of roads. That's very good. I did want to build Ostrogs, did I not? Damn, I'm good at saying things, aren't I? But that's, you know what? That's a common theme on my channel, that I say, oh, I want to do this thing, and then I don't. I do something completely different, because my brain works that way. We also can increase, like, now I'm kind of like missing money, because I want to increase all of the thingies as well, all of the marketplaces. Now that we've researched the better versions. Okay, another colony finished. An exploration? No. Any new colony? East Siberia. Lovely. Oh, there's the Golden Horde joins a coalition against me. You're in no way or shape capable of fighting against me. But hey. Delicious coalition, right? So, now this time I'm gonna do what I want to do. Build more stocks. There's plenty more of them to be built. All of this eastern territory needs to be built up, even if it takes years for it to be used. I assume that we're also missing sand again. Oh no, it looks like Novgorod is only missing one good. And that is sand. Okay, well. No, this is a Kazan market, not a Novgorod market. Novgorod market is... Okay, it's also missing sand. Forget it. This road is also building up. You guys have been... Oh no. Well, sorry. I guess you have to stay unhappy. My apologies. But the next thing we're gonna do is gonna be Ostrogs again. I also see that we nearly up 5,000 for up. Oh, there we can do as a note. And we already know what we want with that one. I will not be lagging behind the tech. Hey, literacy is going up, even if we get a bunch of new people. We have the purification works coming around soon. That is gonna be a fun little adventure again. Alright. The roads are also taking forever. Lovely. Continue building Ostrogs. There's a lot more to build, I guess. And a lot of those are gonna be stuck. Okay, you just keep building. I mean, of course, there will be a constant wave of buildings at the moment because all of these cities and towns are automatic. All right. Oh, let's not forget this here. You're not big enough yet. You're all cities. Okay. Like I said, as long as they're within a reasonable control range, I'm kind of willing to... Holy shit. Yeah, look at that. That is such a massive change. This is an insane building. I'm kind of willing to continue building up towns, as long as we have like a decent bit of control over them. But I don't want to build too many towns. Because after all, we gain this special building only in not towns. That's a weird way to phrase that, but yes, that's exactly what it means. Okay, this doesn't really matter too much. We've gotten rid of the inflation. Time to make more money here again. So maybe we will achieve the economic hegemony. Who knows? How much do we need in terms of income? 8,000. Okay, that's actually that's just rather impressive, Great Yuan. Actually, I'm so impressed that you still exist, to be honest. Okay, all of these are finishing up. There we go. Op is done. Next thing is gonna be you. Time to build a town here. This is a town that I... Right. Not enough masonry in the market. Let me just quickly check something. This is fur, fish, lumber. Is there any... There's clay here. Okay. If you cannot, then do it on your own. I mean, there's not many people here, but let's put them into this. I mean, I did give them a lot of goods. Maybe I've done this a little bit extreme, who knows? Okay, we nearly have enough for the thing again. Oh, now you're coming around with that. I no longer want it. No, I'm already full. Oh, there we go. Slight reduction here. Let's do another wave of Orthodox. There's supposed to be an end to this at some point, I assume. Surely there's an end to this. Anyone at 90? Not quite, but you're getting close. Once I get the boyars up, pissed off. As always. When are they not pissed off? Yeah, there's a few starving provinces. Now we just need to keep a keen eye out on this. And I guess I could check for the thingy. The bird token. We get beard tokens, which gives us copper and silver. We get a beard tax, which gives us monthly gold. No beards, yes. And spiritualist. We get traditional. Attempt another ban. Get beers to innovativeness. I'll take the innovative. We're getting actually quite high here. More mixed literacy. Lovely. I mean, is there a world where this is gonna happen? I mean, you have a few market villages, which you can make use of. Do we do it this way? You have a little bit of automation, and I guess we can just take from the thingy market. Where would it be the easiest? You have a lot of plus. Why can't I do more than this here? Oh, because I have not enough space. It's silly. Wait, why can I not create more here? Okay, let's do this for a second. And then click it, of course. We're gonna turn this off when we have enough masonry in the market. We've also made it towards third rank great power. Lovely, lovely. Okay, we have only 4 provinces left to do. Okay. So lumber's no longer being traded in. There we go, there's a lot of control happening, and the masons are now also finishing up. Good, good. Lack of autonomy. You can have this random bit of prestige. You're getting a bit happier. Can I see the masonry in this market? That's something that is more important to me. Okay, it's getting up there. We have a lot of demand. We have a lot of demand while they're still building all of these roads. I guess that's also a thing, but now we're finishing up these masons around here. And of course we don't have many people, obviously, but they can happily do this. I just want to I just want to build a town, guys. That's all I want. Oh, we have a lot of money. Oh, we also have to have the beautification works. Let's do that simple. Let's go over to the thingy. Where is the second level of a thingy? Can do build more of these. Salpeter workshop. Do we have only such a small amount of salpeter workshops? We do. We don't have that many. Because they're not very profitable. So, let's click all of this once. Sorry, available levels we also need to remove. Available peasants. There we go. Everything that doesn't have a thingy yet needs to be upgraded. Why do we have a minus? Oh, because that is the last thing. Okay. That should technically upgrade all of the beautification works that I have and then continue with the auto building. Look at all of that going around. We have Mongolian patriots coming up. Maybe we should get another guy in. One fine day. But they're also slow. I don't feel like I don't have the need to do that. Oh, someone died. What a sad day. Just keep rolling in. We're just gonna take this. Like I said, I don't really see a need to do wars. There we go. We have enough masonry for that. These turn into a town. Look at the penalty towards food here. Yeah, severe winter. That is just what it does. Okay. So we don't need more food, right? Oh, right, we have a lot of money again. That's what I want to do. Ostrock. Hey, we have found a limit to this. Well, we have another thing that we need to build on Mars. Where is it? Well, it has not been built yet. Hold on. Grand Marketplace. We have literally only one. Interesting. Well, we do have a lot of stuff to do here. Colony and another thingy. Lovely. Let's build conductor sensors. We're building nothing. Local assembly complaint. No worries. Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to do all of this. Okay, this is finished up. Yeah, our gangles is gonna need a little bit more. We're gonna go down by 40. Oh, god damn it, you bastards. I guess we're gonna contain artillery. Just to get that done. You guys go up to 50, but you're always sad. We'll see. If they will finally be happy one fine day. There's another masonry finishing up. Yes, please. Don't tell me you also need sand. No, you're really struggling with masonry. Understandable. Okay. Of course, these places need to have some population at some point. We'll see. Oh, no, it goes down back to 99. Of course. So the Ostrog, does the Ostrog need a... Yeah, the Ostrog needs 1,000 guys. But this is kind of finishing up. Lovely. Back to this. Not merchant quarters, the next level I would like. Grand marketplace. Please build up. Trade is still our main income. But just watching Op slowly but surely getting somewhere is kind of slightly tiring. They constantly have the winter penalty. Oh well, oh well. Is this population... no, the population is not going down. That's at least something good. Okay, we have another 2, another 3. There is something I just wanted to check. Alright. East Siberia. There's also other markets here that we need to check into at some point. And need to organize. But for now, you all just start exploring. So, please continue. There's up. There will only be a short moment where this can actually build up. Hey, more migration. Lovely. Oh, there we go. This is also finished. Oh, the road is also building again. That's crazy. Crazy talk. I mean, this place is gonna not have a lot of buildings. I mean, there's fur and fish here. That's it. What do we have here? Press laws. Ah, another law. I'm of course gonna take university. There's no question about that. 3 universities are good. I feel like I need to do longer episodes just so I can get more done. To be honest. We have a lot of stuff again. I assume that the guys have built a bunch of roads. But we are not done yet. Give me everything. Or give me death. Let's not forget all of this stuff. So, let's just go along this line until the game says no. There we go. Oh, wait, there's another place. There we go. We are not done yet. We have someone else getting closer to 90. Oh, of course, cathedrals also still exist. I have not done that yet completely. All of these marriages. I feel like the AI does it in a swoop. They don't do like when they come up, or like they have like a trigger where they just like say, okay, now we do all of that. Which is quite interesting. We also could, we have 350,000 manpower. Archangels is not as popular as Op, it seems like. Looking at the growth of it. Even though it's a lot closer, huh? Call me Patriots. Are coming up. But we are not done yet. We are back to 20,000. Grand marketplaces. Don't care. Build it. I mean, that's a very, very small amount of money. I kind of feel like encouraging migration here as well at some point. But let's do open Archangels first and finish that up. That should be a priority. So, we have you soon. I'm gonna let these guys grow, get down a little bit further. Another one is finished. Only have 2 more, look at that. Then it's assimilation time. Oh, there's another one. What do we want? Nope. Nope. Sure, I'll take 10k. And here we have the last integration that we need to do. And then we can start. I'm gonna put one of them on rebel duty. And then we're gonna start the rest with assimilation and conversion. I mean, I guess we also want one developing Novgorod. I mean, it's pretty high, but I guess it can be higher. There we go. Press loss. What do you offer me? Max literacy. I'm already looking forward to that. Even more max literacy. This gives free subjects. Now, if we look at that, does this matter? We have... No, we have 0.25 that goes towards serfdom. Free press. We lose a little bit of ground power, but we get 10% max literacy. No question about that. That's a lot of money. I'm not sure if that was worth it. I mean, I guess it gets us closer towards the research progress again. There we go. There's a possible government reform, and we can do another parliament. That is going to be important when it comes around. Alright, money is once again high. I think we have reached a point where we can take a... Yeah, all of this stuff is not doing jack shit. For some reason. All of these places, for example, are not doing jack shit. That is wrong, you bastards. Build up the marketplaces. The grand marketplaces, that is. You'll have so much trade capacity. So, one thing that I now can check again with op. You have not reached town yet. You're still struggling with masonry, I assume? Oh no, we're getting better there. We can stop this trade. Please automate everything again. It's so weird for me that I tell them, hey, please automate your stuff. And then they don't acquire the resources that they need. That feels like, shouldn't that be what the automation does? Or does the automation literally just look at prices? Yeah, there's a bunch of new resources that we now have found out about. That's gonna be a little bit unpleasant. Well, we will get it at one fine day. So, with the markets, let's take a look again. With this, the Kastan market is a bit large. What is important is if we need to check the... I would like the location. And... 27%. What about here? You have 14%. There can be another market in between, I think. I'm not sure if there's any place that is relevant for that. But if both of these are struggling with like 22 and 21... Actually, let's check the edge of this market as well. That's not the right thingy. If we take a look at this, this has... okay, there. 58. You have 50 as well. Okay, so I think this border's alright. 50 is alright. But this here is just not enough. I kind of want to keep pushing that around. But yeah, there needs to be some market in here. Well, this stuff is probably gonna be complete garbage. Yeah, like 0 access. There's no way I'm gonna do another market here. Just because of this stuff here. Look at all of the... Look at the burgers. Goddamn burgers, I love you. Okay, where was the market stuff? Need to find a place, like, this is not even that far apart, but we do need to find something here. I could actually, wait, I could do something around here, right? A little bit up north. Which one of these places? You, for example. I mean, you have salt. I guess you're not the best example then. There's iron here. I mean, I guess we could build up a decent thingy here. Okay, when we're done with a thingy, I'm gonna build a market here. We'll see if that is a good idea. Yeah, build up all of these things. You're doing lovely. The money just keeps rolling up. The peasants are nearly happy. Yeah, some of these will stop. And then we can just use one of these integrators to finish things up. The 10% max literacy is gonna be quite significant to get us somewhere, and also this is gonna be very important. And we will finally get integrate area the moment we no longer care about integrate area. Isn't that cool? Big fan. Alright. I stop that. Grand marketplaces. We still have plenty more here. Don't act like we don't. For example, I think now we can go down the list. Oh god, no, this list is still so long. Like, look at this. All of these places, they say like, no, we don't really need anything. You do. That's the whole point of why I'm clicking the button. God dang. Build up marketplaces. I know you don't have really population, but you need space to get people in. Okay, this is all going up nicely. Something that I wanted to kind of check. I mean, we still are nowhere near the thingy that we need. At least prestige is getting a little bit higher. Oh, we have gotten a new guy? No, we don't. That is still France. Okay. So changing the parliament is gonna be quite costly. But we could do some stuff then here. Okay. We still are missing a lot of max trades. Max tax. We'll see about that. Any changes here? Nope, only Scandinavia. Get out of the list, Scandinavia. No one likes you. Oh, look at all of this. We're of course not going to pick any random old guy. That feels bad. You... 30. And the last exploration. Done by... 53. 35 is alright. Go explore. I want to see the things so I can continue. Oh, have we found the end? We might have found the end, guys. State patronage. 15 research progress, yeah, hell yeah. So, we can have another government reform. And I think I know which government reform we want. Let's quickly check if something else has happened. That is tax, that's not bad. That is max literacy, that is also not bad. God damn, now I have to decide again. This we don't want. This we don't want. Nope. 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 Raw materials output. No, 10% is actually not that impressive if you compare it to my special buildings. Autonomous at state. So this... this gives the estates a lot of power. We gotta get 20% base support. It's interesting. Tax efficiency, more focus inward. Absolutism is also interesting. But there's a proximity. Actually, I don't think this proximity... It's 5% proximity. No, this is a Russian thing, right? Yeah. I feel like I do need that. It feels correct. So, the parliament. We have new parliaments available. We have the autocratic parliament. This gives us ground power. Workers and clergy can be in the parliament. We have the parliamentary system. And we get some absolutism. Or we take the constitutional parliament. This makes the states straight up more loyal. Fantastic. We need less support. 25% is amazing. And we also have this agenda impact. So, like, just as a comparison, I feel like this is so much better. Of course, it's costing me a lot of points here, but hey. Does this immediately happen? Or this instantly happens? Change of parliament, okay, yeah. Well, we now need to claw our way back here, but that is only a matter of time. It actually doesn't take that long in comparison to stability. But we have another 5% on top of all of the estates, which is also, of course, amazing. Them having 5% more loyalty. You're at 99, you're at 92. And you're actually positive now. We could tax you more. Ha ha ha. This one might be good. And then we put something else in. Governors in parliament. Free mobility. Now makes the nobles less loyal. No labor on Sunday. Actually, I think I don't care about this. The minus 5% materials output. That's like meaningless, right? If we take a look at a bunch of stuff. If we take a look at this. Output level of 1.1. We get serfdom and we get tribal estate status. Oh, tribal state loyalty. Of course, we do have other places where this is a completely different story. If I find a place that has the Poma outpost, please. Hello? We don't have any Poma outposts here. Am I going crazy? We should have a lot of those. Okay, here's one. So this, for example, has an insane resource output. I feel like the raw materials output then doesn't matter. Well, we've managed to get you guys loyal again, but I think it's time to get you disloyal again. You've been happy far too long. Also, we can switch this out towards these guys. I think that's fair. So, let's remove this max tax reduction. And get this raw materials output in. And you know what? No labors on Sundays. Sounds decent. I can completely agree with that. Brought up in a very Catholic household. Don't need that. So. Yeah, now you can be taxed even better. We're still not full again, but we are getting up there. Look at the fucking cost of everything. Alright. Now the income has been completely demolished. But that will fix itself again, no worries. Stability is getting back. I think they're lying to me here actually about the stability. I have to admit. Because it says it's going upwards. Okay, but it's at 99 point that. So it's nearly done. There we go. That is already massive in terms of income. The thingy is active. The press law. That was literacy. I recall. Go. All of these colonies are finishing up. The economic policy was also going to be probably very massive. But we have a shit ton of money again. Make use of it. Well. Look at this. Why do you not auto do this? And I don't want to go down this list. This feels awful. Look at how long this list is. I guess you don't have enough people, but you need thingy available so that you have that. I mean, what are we looking like? Okay, we do have a little bit of time left. Okay. I mean, this is just a vast list. I'm gonna spend all the money here. I think at least I'll do that. This does cost a decent amount. We will check if Op is then finished with its building. That is important. Archangels is nowhere near finished with the migration. Embarrassing. Oh, so some of these places even have enough population. They just don't want to build it. You bastards. So. Okay. Continue. There's so many roads as well. Okay, and the thingy has slightly gone down. Integrate area. Yeah, I don't think that really matters anymore. Oh, it's not a town yet. God dang. Okay, actually this is all completely cancelled, I see. Alright. Integrate area. Now you guys are all available. Convert. Orthodoxy. We don't want these, we want these. Then... do this again. Let's completely focus on conversion for a second. With all of you. Do I put a guy here? We have actually... there's a lot. Yeah, okay, you know what? We're gonna do another rebel crackdown guy. Because these are fairly slow. Then we're gonna convert again. No, not you. I mean, these ones don't matter. Like the ones that are nearly full. Okay. Develop interior we have, which is not bad. Integration process we don't care about anymore. Modern road network. I don't have money at the moment, so I'll do developed interior. So, we can now do a few things. Because this only cost me 17% stuff. So Casus Belli is very easy to create. I don't think we want to change anything here, right? We've done all of that. Right, this the Republican power? I feel like this is not meaningful. No, wait, this is the cabinet seats. And decentralized. Do we need that? I have now a lot of cabinets that do things, but yeah, I think it's alright. There, education of the masses. So, this one does 10%, 10%, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. This does 10%, 10%, 10%, but not the peasants. So I think I'm gonna leave that. For now. Education, you get 5, 5. Here we only have the nobles with 5. This is gonna make people a little bit less... but this does peasants again, education of the people. I think that makes more sense, right? This is not enough people. Burghers, peasants, laborers, so I don't care about the... yeah, education of the people. We can continue this. We have a ruler, martial society. I think that doesn't matter. There is a max tax for peasants, please. So now we need some support here. We could do tax exemption for these guys for a while. which would cost me an insane amount. We don't do that. We can do this, that doesn't matter too much. We can do this actually several times. Censorship, we could go for no censorship, but it just does influence. No. Cabinet laws, we have the meritocratic recruitment, which makes the peasants more, the burghers more powerful. Yeah, we can leave that. Namtsnik office, that was the proximity, yeah. Keeping that. Yeah, no question. I think that's about it. Foundation of the Republic. Or gives the burghers more powers but makes them more loyal. Yeah. I think the rest is quite alright. Yeah. Alright. Bunch of law changes. Voivode still needs to be built up. Sure. I just need to get all of the numbers here back. Obviously. Which is gonna be a hot second. I mean, this proximity cost is gonna be... God damn it. We need to do something. I don't want to do tax exemption, that is just too much. Let's do this once. Let me just quickly check something after some changes. Look at that! Holy shit. Okay. That is a massive switch up of control and stuff. Yeah, I mean, nothing else to be said about that. You're a town now. The last thing that we're gonna do here... Oh, right. There's not enough masonry around here. In this market. We could build a castle, just for the sake of it. Sure, to do that. Well, I guess we just have to focus on getting masonry into the market again. Yeah, they just do silver. It's so stupid. Give me masonry. Yeah, it's still in. Full throttle. All of it. Oh, Kazan has a lot of surplus. Kazan, you are... hello? Oh, do I need to turn these off? Hold on a second. Trades. Go away. Why do I need to turn this? Whatever. Okay, I guess we'll take it from this place. Yet, this feels so weird. Why can I not do this? Does this cost so much? Whatever. This is just a little bit of prestige. We don't care about that. And this costs a lot of money. Okay, so we need to get the masonry in the up market. Right, but we have another proximity to happen here soon. And a lot of roads to build. But we're gonna end this episode here. So like always, thanks for watching, Shenanigans. I guess you guys next episode. Bye!